I'm Richard Ridge for Broadway World. The Heart of Rock and Roll is the new musical inspired by the iconic songs of Huey Lewis and the News. It begins performances on March 29th at the James Earl Jones Theatre, and we drop by New 42 to bring you a sneak peek and meet the company.
For me personally, this is my first original Broadway cast experience.
No way. Oh,
yes,
congrats.
yes.
That's amazing.
So this is,
I didn't realize that.
yeah, so special, and it's like a very new experience, and I'm having so much fun creating this with like these amazing people, and so that's very special to me.
It does feel like we're coming into, I don't know what the best analogy is, but like coming into a class every day with a blank slate and well, not a blank slate, but an amazing slate that they've created for us, and they're open to all of our ideas right now, and we're coming together as a team and finding what the truth is of every scene and every song, and that part is so exhilarating. Yeah, and you're so good at being there with me and like figuring that out together, because that's a tricky thing, you know. Egos can get in the way, and like everyone's fighting for what they want, but it seems like the team as a whole is really wanting to get what the truth is of the piece, and yeah, it's awesome.
It's just a dream come true because I grew up in the 80s. Yeah. I seriously had a crush on Huey Lewis. I mean, I really did kiss his picture every night before I went to bed. So it just is a dream come true. This stuff is in my bones. I love it. The music is so good. Every song you know, you love, and you almost have double memories. You have the memory of remembering who you were and what you were doing when these songs came out, plus you're watching a beautiful story unfold. It's a love story.
I think for me, the most amazing thing is how many songs Huey has in his catalog. And obviously the hits are the hits, and they are really fun, and they are in the show. But we've been able to sort of dig back into his, catalog and his deep cuts and find these songs that are so amazing and moving and fun and funny. And so a lot of the music that I think you'll experience in the show, you've probably never heard before, which is exciting. And Huey and I actually wrote a song for the show called Be Someone that's in the first act. We didn't have an I Want song. That's the one thing he didn't have in his catalog. So we wrote an original song. So there's an original song in the show.
What makes it truly the most special thing is that Huey Lewis is an idol of mine. And as I mentioned to you earlier today that he has this hearing loss, and he isn't able to perform anymore, which was his favorite thing to do in the world. But this show is giving him a creative outlet, and I get to be there and receive his attention and his ideas, and it's just so heartwarming and gives me a sense of real purpose to know that I'm giving my idol hope.
Just getting to meet Huey at all is a dream come true. But I think to see the spirit that he brings to this production and the generosity of that spirit, he is honestly our biggest fan out here, and that's been a part of the whole process. Is the creative team and the cast have been open and willing to explore those creative ideas and create something that's uniquely a part of all of us.
Huey is the nicest guy you'll ever meet. The genuinely nicest guy you'll ever meet. When we did it at the Old Globe, after every preview, he was the one who was down in the basement at our dressing rooms, just cheering us on, saying, "Great show," just a class act. And we want to succeed for Huey.
Out of the pandemic and trying to do shows during the pandemic and then taking some time off, it's so humbling and so therapeutic to do a show that's led by a creative team that is so kind but also completely knowledgeable and knows what they're doing, and make such a safe space and a fun space and a glorious space to create something that hopefully audiences will really enjoy.
It is so exciting. We have been waiting to put this show up for what feels like forever.
It's beyond. I have been involved with the show since the very first table read. And so to go from that till now has just been incredible. And I think this is the best version of the show yet.
Yeah, I just can't wait for audiences to see what we got cooking. We're only 2 weeks in, but we're already just going miles and miles with this thing. Magic is happening, and we can't wait to share it.
Oh, so excited, and to work with these two and this entire cast, super excited.
So fun. We're building a band, we're rocking out, I'm playing the drums. It's a blast.
Yeah, it's a wild time. We're bringing a very fun, exciting 80s rock and roll to Broadway, and I can't wait for the audience.
What do you hope audiences take away after seeing this wonderful musical?
I hope they take away thematically that we all have to make peace with the choices that we didn't make and fall in love with the choices we're making, and that nothing is more important than having that one person at home who actually thinks you're important, who you mean something to. And that's kind of our central character's arc, to finally realizing that he can have a million fans out there, but if he has a family to whom he means something, then he's a hero. Then he's achieved so much.
Yes,